did you drink to the sun?
Princess of Bear, today we're at the Helios Grand Hotel here outside Epic Universe, because we're going way up that way.
To Bar Helios.
Yes, it's a brand new bar just opened today, preceding the opening of Epic Universe here in just over a month. And we're here at General More Choice of Foodie for Entertainment to investigate it, so you don't have to. Remember, she's vegan. I'm not. I'm shooting like an arrow into the sun.
Time for foodie and chill. So excited.
Ladies first.
This is your singular vegan option here at Bar Helios, but it is a beautiful spread of hummus and this bread, which was verified as vegan. It's not your normal pita that they serve. I got double the hummus, and then I got bonus cucumbers because there is another dip here that actually has roe on it, but they did give it to us so Bear could try it. So I'm gonna get just hummus. And maybe throw a cucumber on there. Why not? Cheers to Epic Universe.
Store-bought hummus, that is not. That is a very fresh tasting hummus. And like I would say if Mythos is the bar for hummus, this is like 10 times better than Mythos on all levels. And also I love the crunch of the cucumber. That's amazing. This bread is charred perfectly, totally Persian approved. I love everything about this plate. I'm not eating the olives though, I'll save those for Bear. Even though this is your only option, I think as a vegan, if you want just like a nice chill bar day out, this is nice. I would give it a 4 out of 5 hummus plates. Now, I normally wouldn't rate it that high, but I really do think highly of the bread. Like, think Sanaa at Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge vegan bread, but like what you would expect it to be instead of what the dense mess that it is, with the most perfect char on it. And you get this bread. This gives really good bread, and I hope this bread calls me in the morning.
A meze platter this is. This is a massive bread hunk. This is a solid wood board, like heavier than any of the wood boards we have in the house, and we actually do have quite a few. I hate to compare this place to Mythos, because Mythos is, as I often say, the worst theme park restaurant. I don't care what the sign outside says, theme park insider. We got beef. Not really, but I got beef with that sign. But they also have a meze platter there that it's hummus and baba ganoush. So the similarities are striking, but I expect everything here to be elevated. So we're going to get a little bit of this cucumber cuts here on top, and we're going to go right in the hummus. The olive oil, you got the seasoning on top. I'm excited. I'll admit, even as the Persian elite and expert on this channel, I doubted the princess when she said the bread was Persian approved. I'm like, it is bread on a hummus plate. How good could that bread be? But ooh, the smoky, the fire of it, toasted perfectly without burning it. It's like the perfect base for anything you're gonna dip it in. That is tasty. You still have that like smoky bread feeling in your mouth. Perfectly paired with like the hummus. I like that. It's definitely given a Mediterranean Greek feel, and I'm all for that. I would give that I'm going to give you a 4 out of 5 cloud. That's mostly on the bread, even though they were able to modify it. And it's still early. Like this is like the opening day of the hotel and the bar, officially. I need somebody in culinary to start thinking ahead for people with diet and vegans, because a simple hummus plate, because even that seems a sore point. It's good, but you can do better. Now, they did also give us this nice boat here on the side of the one with the fish roe eggs on top. Obviously not vegan or vegetarian, but as I am neither, I can try those things for you. And I will take plenty of the olives because the princess despises olives anyway. So a little olive in there. And we're just going to dip in and get some of that roe. I think that dip pairs well. The saltiness of the olives with the fish roe. It's definitely gives another layer and character to the bread. It just sort of works. This feels like very tapas level, which is exactly what the restaurant/bar is supposed to be. This is definitely something that I would share with a group of friends over beverages, overlooking the brand new, let's call it Stupendous Universe. My challenge for these videos is to say that, EPI C word as few times as I can possibly manage, but I'm probably going to fail a lot. But this is huge. I give that 4 out of 5 plus.
I have the Medusa with a certified compostable straw. They don't usually offer straws. You actually have to ask for them. This one is really thin and nice. It almost feels like an agave straw. I love it. This is a beautiful, I forgot, tequila drink? Gin drink. Ooh. It's very tart, but not like grapefruit tart, more of like a mellow tart, but on that level. This is gorgeous. It is like the perfect amount of sweet and tart. I love this. And it's got like the large cube in it like you would get from Morimoto. So that's really cool. This place is giving me like kind of that Morimoto, Topolino, Toledo vibe, so I'm into it. I would give it a 4 out of 5 beverages.
So here we have the Medusa. I love that everything on this menu is on theme, on brand. You have the Grand Helios Hotel, which is a Greek Mediterranean-inspired hotel. You have the constellations of all the Greek gods above you, and then every drink is named after some level of Greek myth. So this is going to turn me to stone? Hopefully not. With gin and seasoned agave, ginger beer, that might feel like stone. Ooh. That reminds me of a very crisp, grapefruit soda. Like grapefruit soda, like those artisanal tall ones you get from a Whole Foods and like that, like the $7 in a bottle level grapefruit sodas, like Italian sodas. That's what that tastes like. You can taste the gin. That agave completely takes the bite out of it, giving you a nice, calm, refreshing drink. If this is what it feels like to get turned to stone, maybe Medusa wasn't all that bad. 4.5 out of 5 plus. Hoping for the blessing of the gods in this drink, you have the Athenian Milk Punch. Now, this is a specially crafted drink here, specifically for Bar Helios, because it uses a Helios-only Angel's Envy bourbon that is processed through Greek yogurt filtration process with a Greek yogurt syrup and a bunch of other delicious. You have a mint tea in here, a little mint leaf itself, and a nice bourbon cube. Interesting. Wow. That drink's like water. Like that level. I have been on the search for a new drink for a very long time, and we've had some contenders. That is eye-opening in the best sort of way. Do I feel blessed for the gods? A little bit, but that Angel's Envy with the milk punch processing, like the Greek yogurt, I'm gonna need to investigate some chemistry experiments at home because, don't get me wrong, I love the bite of bourbon, that character that bourbons have, but sometimes I just want the effects and none of the harshness. This is literally drinks like a delicious sparkling water with a hint of mint. The mint syrup isn't overpowering. It's just like a nice sparkling water beverage. If this is the ride I'm on for Helios, maybe I should have given in and let the princess get a ride. Maybe. That is a 5 out of 5 clause. It's on the Bear Celsius list. I'm going to want one of these every single time we come here. It seems that I can't escape going somewhere and getting the roast, some sort of roasted or grilled octopus, charred octopus on every single menu that it appears. Here you have it served on a wooden board, as I guess you would have got it in the time of the Greek gods. It's literally a wooden boat. Like the heroes of old would have sailed on. You have this little sea creature on here with some olives, charred tomato, on top of like this chimichurri sauce here at its base, with little like fingerling potato slices as well. Honestly, this makes me want to don a set of armor, a shield, play some heroic music in the background, maybe a loincloth or two, and some nice Greek sandals. I'll admit, in that bite, I was not expecting the potatoes to be so soft. I was expecting it to be more dense, but they're like melt in your mouth, soft with skin on. So you get a lot of that flavor that rests in the skin from nice good roasting. The olives combined with tomatoes give it a nice acidity that goes well with the octopus. You don't get like that briny flavor, but you get the flavor of the charred octopus. That is great. I don't know why I'd want to share this. We might have to fight like gladiators over it. Luckily, it's just me and the princess. For any of my other friends, remember, I'm holding the knife. 4.5 out of 5 claws.
The night goddess, a beautiful pomegranate drink that sings to my Persian soul. This is a very unique style. What I want to say is like a mule, but like the way that the ginger works in with the pomegranate is just like a smoother, sweeter version than the bite from a mule. So this is like gorgeous. I love this, and I will probably be getting this to go a lot. I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 mules. It is mulelicious.
Even in the breath of the Greek pantheon, only the princesses find a way to order a mule. Ginger beer and all the fixins, with some pomegranates here floating at the bottom, a nice little lemon in there to take out some of the bite. Do I have the Greeks to blame for ginger beer? Whose invention was this? I think it's just me, and I'm just very sensitive to like strong ginger flavors. But that feels like somebody just rubbed one of those ginger candies in my eyeballs. Don't get me wrong, it actually tastes quite refreshing, but the ginger is so up front. Like not riding the back end like on some mules, like it is like riding a donkey in reverse. Is that that's how I'm feeling. Yes. It's an okay cocktail. Me, I'm just ridiculous when it comes to any sort of like ginger beer base. I'm gonna give that one a 3.75 out of 5 claws. This is all princess. None for me. So here we have the Pandora's Box, this wonderful drink. I'm wondering if it's going to release all the evils of the world, or since it's already open, am I safe? I do not know. Either way, we commit to our mistakes, and I'm diving right in. We have a golden raisin infused Grey Goose vodka, which makes me feel like I have not lived my life to the fullest. They are very much about their infusions here, and all of these things. It's like, we have the tools at home. I could try some of this stuff. I mean, the princess doesn't like raisins, but there are some other things that I can infuse into our cocktails. Pomegranate infused Patron. Maybe some dragon fruit infused tequilas and vodkas. Maybe the princess loves kind of one. These things could happen. Until then, I get to try it while she gets to watch. Ooh. Wow. I was expecting the raisin to be a lot more subtle, but it's literally like a box of like the California raisins. So crisp. Like that like tart sweet you get with the raisin. In the beverage, the vodka, it's a nice little kick to it, but none of that bite you get on the back end. This will unleash my evils. Not as good as my bourbon beverage, but still Probably going to be in the rotation. 4.75 out of 5 plus. But here you have Bar Helios take on pork belly. You have 3 individual little pork cubes on top of a corn puree. You have chili threads and then like finger lime here beneath the arugula for a little bit of citrus on top of your pork belly. Nice crispy crust. We're gonna cut into that. Ooh, cuts very nice. This cross section is about to be beautimous. That looks wonderful. I've gotten pork belly before. It has always tried to find a balance in like the cook. Like you want a nice tender pork belly, but you want that crisp skin. I've gotten some skin that has been sharp enough to be in a horror movie or like a thriller, like a Friday the 13th. I've gotten some horrible pork bellies, which I still have terrible flashbacks, covered in candy that I ate and thought I was going to perish from the mortal plane. This is striking a nice balance. I need to try it with a little bit more of that corn puree. There's chili threads. The crispy skin is like wafer thin. Think like Lay's potato chips if they weren't a greasy mess. When you have the nice tender pork belly beneath and so much of that seasoning and flavor in the skin. You got to get a little piece of that in every bite. That's flavorful. The corn puree forms like a nice base. Give it like a slightly sweet, but not like overly sweet like candy. It's like a sweet and savory corn belly. Or pork belly, not corn belly. I guess you could call it pork belly. Either way, it's a tasty dish. I would give that 4.25 out of 5 points. Bar Helios is just the light that you would expect from the Grand Helios Hotel.
We're taking the elevator down, so let's go down.
It's marvelous, not just a marble.
And we go. We have the most beautiful vegan chocolate gelato. Now there's also a mango gelato available that's vegan with oat milk, but Bear's allergic to mango, so I just went with the chocolate. Wow, this is so rich and amazing. It's like eating straight frosting or like ganache. Gorgeous. Not a lot of coconut aftertaste. I love this. I think with the mango, with the oat milk, it would be amazing. This is available at their quick service location. So come downstairs when you're done and get some gelato. I would give it a 5 out of 5. It is a Princessities item, and I'm sad this is the only place I can get vegan gelato.
This here is just proof that we should wander more. Wandering into their grab and go afterwards. We're just curious, checking it out, and then for them to list off they have a vegan chocolate, and you get to see the stars pop from the princess's head. Not to mention they have like 14 different flavors they plan to rotate. This is going to be a frequent stop. I can already see. Vegan gelato, she will make a trip for this. And by she, I mean us, because I go where she goes. Trying to place the brand, I think it's probably the coconut-based Soylicious, not so fruity.
It's
and not gelato. It tastes like a brand I've had before. It's given that slightly like artificial plant-based chocolate. And the sharpness in like the dark chocolate flavor. But honestly, as far as a iced treat, it works. Given the rarity of it, 4.5 out of 5 claws. Delicious, and I can eat it. Luckily not the mango, but I can eat it.
We're at Lotus Lagoon, and they actually have a vegan chips and dip, a vegan hummus and spreads, and a selection of popsicles that you can get here. We had the gelato and the hummus already, so we're done eating. We're gonna have to come back and do like a review of this food on its own. But for now, we got one final drink. This is the Limoncello Punch, and it comes with ruby red, deep eddy ruby red, limoncello, cane syrup, lemon juice, strawberries, and club soda. Same little topper that we got upstairs at Bar Helios.
Because I was thinking that you would feel the jumps, you know what I mean? Like how it looks on the outside.
It was like very limoncello, like a lemonade to the extreme. I feel like it needs more berry to balance it out, but if you want like a lemon drink, which is really what this is in all actuality, this is the drink for you. I would give it a 3 out of 5 limoncellos. I'm surprised that Bear ordered this because I am usually the tart drinker, not him, and I think this is a little bit too tart for him, but I'm sure he will commit to this mistake.
I am, if anything, a glutton for punishment, and yet sometimes, when I look through a drink menu and I see something interesting, I know it's vegan, the princess usually goes first. So, I get to watch her try the thing that I ordered, and then sort of a preview of how much of it they're going to enjoy and or suffer. Limoncello Punch sounds like the recipe for a hangover from the gods, but could it be the beverage of my dreams is the question.
Yes, that's the thing. So a lot of people are going to be up there. So just kind of see if we can squeeze you in there. Yeah, but it is an awesome.
Wow.
I don't hate it. However, if I were to take lemon heads, crush them up, liquefy them, pour them in a drink, add a moderate amount of alcohol with a little bit of fruit, that's about where I am. It is peak lemonade alcohol, which I'm fine, but it is mouth-puckeringly tart. 3.75 out of 5 balls. So, we had a good time being teased at Bar Helios.
Yes, Bar Helios was the objective here, but then we ended up going to 2 additional places that were amazing and gave us more reasons to come back.
Yes, go ahead and leave if you want some more comments, and if you leave enough comments and likes, we'll come back. We'll give those things their individual Princess and the Bear flavor if you like.
I will say the house-made pita was fire and by far the best part of my platter, and I used all the hummus and I still had pita left, so definitely get that platter. It's so good. The pita bread is so good, and even if you're not vegan, you can use that bread with so many other things that you order there. Just get the platter.
Yeah, it's definitely like a tapas, order a bunch of things, share, intermingle, trade sauces, things like that. We definitely had an excellent time. The view is great. We don't have the exact times for the fountain show yet, but there is going to be one at closing, which I think is when most people are going to go.
Yeah.
Up there. As we were leaving,
There's like 3 shows.
everybody else is going up because they
Yeah.
want to be there for the water show when the park closes around 9-ish.
Depending on
the
the
given
day.
night.
Check
On the
the
given
hours.
night. But this place is wonderful. I kind of wish we'd stayed here now.
I think it exceeded my expectations. Like, there were some things where I was just kind of like, meh, but then there's other things where I'm like, wow. So I think the pool bar is amazing. I think the view upstairs is great, but the menu needs more vegan
It
options.
does. The one plant-based option is...
Quick service is super cool, and the table service coming soon.
Yes. But this is only the beginning of all the Epic Universe content that we have coming just for you guys. We're much excited about it as you are.
Yes.
We've been talking about it, planning, doing all the things.
I can't
so,
shut up.
Let us know what you thought about Bar Helios, and let us know anything else that you want to see, as always, in the comments below. Now, if there's anything else you want to see us do, as always, that will be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell if you want to see other videos like this, and...
We have new videos 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
we will see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, well, then our videos won't be epic.
Stupendous. But you're a girl.